Hi, everybody. I am back. I am still figuring out how to do my live. I have my computer. I have it dark tonight while I talk about something. Okay, not charging. Okay, I'm right here trying to charge up this iPad. You're gonna charge. You're gonna keep jumping on and off. Okay, I finally got my internet. So I got my Wi-Fi internet up. I just got internet. I don't have any cable or anything. So I can start doing my videos. And I had it a couple of days, so it's coming in and out sometimes. So that might happen. And I hope you enjoy my thumbnail. It's a picture that I took of the beautiful skies. I love taking pictures of the sky because it's just all these interesting clouds that's going on. I'm seeing different figures in the clouds. I've seen, well, just yesterday, I saw the figure of a crown. The clouds was in the shape of a crown, of a royal crown. And I was driving home, I'm watching it, I'm just looking at it. And the closer I get to home, the more the cloud just slowly, it just fades away. It's of a as the royal crown fade away, then I can go over certain points because I'm coming through lights and stuff, so I'm not seeing it. Then I'm seeing. Next thing I see is the figure of a. My mind keeps saying, well, my mind keeps saying it's a white flamingo because of the shape of the neck of the cloud. It was just shaped like a white flamingo, but I kept saying it's a swan because I see white swans at Swan Lake, which is a beautiful place. I go there, especially in the spring. And it went from the shape of a royal white cloud, shape of a royal crown, and then it formed the shape of a white swan, a flamingo. It was very beautiful. And I'm just watching this on my way home, trying to videotape it, get a picture of it, but it was fading away fast. But I was just watching it. Just beautiful. And then yesterday I saw my spiritual number, which is 37s, 777. That's my spiritual number because my first name adds up to numerology for my first name adds up to 7. My life path number adds up to 7. And my universal year, the year I was born, adds up to 7. So that's how I come up with my personal spiritual number. And we know that the meaning of 7, spiritual meaning of 7 is sacred. It means sacred. And that was yesterday I saw those numbers. And I keep adding that there are 4 sevens. So I got memory wise how I am 3 sevens. But so my mind kept telling me I am also 4 sevens. And today when I was going to get something to eat, I was going to the Red Lobster to get me a lobster pizza and a drink. And there was a vehicle in front of me, and the vehicle had 4 sevens on it. As I think I know it was 4. sevens or sequence numbers. I said, okay, I know I'm 4 sevens. I added up and found where the 4 7 come at. But I haven't saved in my memory yet, but it'll come back. I just go and do some research and find out what it is. I wrote it down because I write stuff down, but I write so much down that it's tedious to find what book I wrote it in because I write so much. But anyway, that's a little bit about my spiritual journey or what's going on with me. And we know that these numbers are are ways that the angels speak with us, how the angels help us and are guiding us. And I feel like I am well guided by the angels because I love helping people. I went out today and I try to help as much people as I can. Today became weird, and it used to be weirdness before on my spiritual journey, but then there was that weirdness today. But the weirdness wasn't as bad because even though it was weirdness, and it was hard for me to clearly just function through a normal going to red lobster, order my food, say what I want. I couldn't even get the drink I wanted. I don't know why. She kept giving me the regular lemonade, and I usually don't get the regular lemonade. I get the handcrafted lemonade, but they must not have had the handcrafted lemonade where they have the raspberry in the bottom of it. I kept getting the regular lemonade, and I don't particularly like it because it's not handmade. It's just lemonade. The regular lemonade all stores use. Because my daughter had the exact same lemonade, and she got it from Sonic. So the rest of the lemonade was the same as the Sonic lemonade. It's just that I had raspberry, and I think she had strawberry or whatever she had. But anyway, that was my weird moment today. It was very weird, but it wasn't as bad as me just getting on people's nerves because it was like people understood something, and that kept me in my positive, unique, happy state because it's helping people. Anyway, I wanted to talk about some of the things that's going on here. And the one thing that I was looking at was let me see where that is. The thing about there's two things that's going on that I was looking at. I was listening to videos tonight. It was about Kamala Harris and Joy Reid. I did a video on the Joy Reid calling up creators. The movement was created by bots. And we know Yvette and Antonio, they've been working on this a while. Because I remember back when Yvette was doing her show and the statement came up about Obama. The fact that Obama said, we immigrants, and he went on to explain his case. And she thought Yvette said that he was lying because because black people, and Obama is considered to be black, African American. But she was saying it was not true, and the fact that that black Americans, African Americans are not immigrants. And it came to me, and I'm getting to the place where I'm having an instant knowing of things. Somebody says something, it's like my third eye gets this feeling in it, pressure to, and I just instantly know. And the person doesn't even have to be here that I instantly know about. Somebody just says something or I hear something. Well, when Yvette was talking about this, it was an instant knowing that Obama was not lying. He was telling the truth. When he was gave his speech and said, "We immigrants," he wasn't lying. He was speaking to him and all the Black American immigrants as himself. So when I mentioned that in Yvette's live feed a couple of weeks later, then she came back with, we need to identify ourselves as who we are because we get mixed up. They confuse us because there are immigrants or there are illegal immigrants over here that come and have the anchor babies who are legal immigrants because they were born here. Then you have the immigrants that weren't born here but were brought over here and they're still illegal immigrants because they need visas to be here. And um then you got Black Americans like us. We are not immigrants. They say we're all immigrants because we all came over here. But the difference was every immigrant that ever came over here willingly for a better life to build this America. Black Americans who were born descendants of slaves that were violently brought over here. And you know, a lot of them say, well, America isn't the only place that had slaves. And I understand that all of these countries have slaves. My thing is like where like 21 Savage, where he come from. Let's say they had slaves over there. Slaves in Africa, slaves in Dominica, slaves. But that's your country. You deal with your slavery over there. Over here, Black Americans, descendant of slaves, are unique to the Americas. You can't be a slave in Dominican Republic, go through the hard time, probably same as the Black American slaves, and say the struggle is the same, especially if 5, 7 generations later you come over here for a better life because your ancestors were slaves. The difference is you came over here willingly. You willingly came over here. African Americans that came over here didn't willingly come over here. They were minding their own business, living their life wherever they were taken from. And the fact that they live under these Black Americans were used to create an American economy based on the I guess based on what's the word I'm trying to come up with. You have, I guess it will be in comparison to cattle or animals. You have horses. You have a herd of horses, for example. Herd of horses are rounded up and put into stables, and they are broken in, trained. If you watch these old movies where these horses are trained and to work, like I say, to put a plow on the back of them, they work the field, or you put a wagon, you you put a wagon behind them, and you travel long distances. So that is how um, Black Americans ancestors, descendants of ancestors, they were brought over here for that purpose of creating an economy. But the economy is set up to work in a way where that based on, and everything is based on skin tone. People say it's based on black and white and red and Chinese. All of those are different skin tones for people. But the American economy is set up on skin tone. That's that's just my perspective on. A lot of people have a different perspectives on how they see it, but this is how I'm seeing it. It's a perspective based on the economy, and it's been working for 400 years, and we coming up on the 400 year of I saw that article today. I just listened to that video tonight. Um Celebration of 400 years of slavery, and we know that was see that was it kind of was just it was just set up on it on blacks from other parts of the world brought here to the Americas for the sole purpose of creating economy based on their work, based on their work. And we know they have people that say that black people don't want to work. I heard a guy say Mexicans are the hardest working people. Period. It's not true because the American economy would not be where it is if that was the case. Because they would be the economy would be built on them if that was the case, but that's not the case. It's built on black Americans, descendants of slaves. That's what the economy is built on. So the economy can't be built on people that come over here in the middle. I call it the middle. There's the top, the one that created it, and then there's the bottom, the one that the economy is based on, is built on, and then there are those in the middle, everybody that came over here and just for a better life. Wow, the ones down here, life doesn't change as a whole. And they say that's not those people in other countries who have an equally hard life.
Good night, Grandma.
Good night. Where you going, baby?
No, I'm just about to go lay down on the couch.
Okay. All right.
Well, I mean, it's fine.
Okay. That's my grandbaby. She's 9. But anyway, my thing is all the immigrants that came over here. Cause see, this whole America, it's being ran by people on top. 1% they say. And then um it's being the machine that's rolling would be the black Americans that sitting the slaves on the bottom that did all the work, and now in the middle where there are all of the immigrants, and then there are all the American descendant of slaves in the middle that's working to keep it going. And basically, the ones in the middle is doing all the fighting. They are they're fighting amongst each other, which is the goal. The descendant of slaves ancestors already did it all. So now it's time for now we see this system is coming down, it's breaking down because we're in a new age. We're in a new earth. People say they're looking for the new earth. The new earth is here. There's a new energy in the earth that is creating new people. Like my granddaughter that was in here, she was born in an earth of new energy. the new energy started in, I think, 2008, when my oldest grandson was born. 2009, she was born. Then I got another two new ones, 2012. They were like 4 months apart. And then I got another grand. I think he was born like 2014. I'm not absolutely sure. 2015. I remember that. That's when this day got in bad accident. So 2015 he was born. I don't get to see him because some some older people in their 30s have children with 20-year-old and don't want them in their life for whatever reason they want. But people have to live their life the way they want to live it. So now, as I'm hearing say, let the children go. Let them go. Let them live their life the way they want to live it. They want to go out there and live their life path. That's them. You gotta let them go. You know it's hard to let your kids go because you want to make sure to keep them out of trouble. But they said let them go. So that's what I'm doing, letting my kids live their weird little life because I'm living my weird little life. I'm BlacPixi. My color for this year is purple. I'm wearing my natural hair. Today people look at me like I'm crazy because I put the little twist in my hair. But because I can't make it all neat and nice like a hairstylist would. It just looks weird to them. But like I say, I don't really care. I'm being me. I'm genuinely me. And people see it as I'm genuinely me. I'm loving me. I'm living my best life at 58. I live my best life in my 30s. And then I went through this time of raising kids and trying to do all the things, the religious thing, just trying to just live life the way life's supposed to be lived according to a standard. Now, I live according to my standard. My standard is to stay positive, be in places to help people whenever you can, and all that come naturally to me. So that's why I'm doing these videos, because now I can share my unique perspective with people. It doesn't mean that I'm right from the eyes of another, and it doesn't mean that I'm wrong either. Because from my perspective, it's right because I'm not judging what I understand, what I see. I judge nothing, and when you don't judge, you're free. So with this Kamala thing, this model thing, this Kamala Harris, this woman has a lot of stuff going on with her. I'm finding out she has there's a law in South Carolina where parents are being jailed if their kids miss more than 10 unexcused days. I got grandkids in school. My kids was in school. The missing days was an issue. Missing days is even a bigger issue now because kids get sick. Like my granddaughter, not the one that was in here, was the other one. She's 6. She's in a car accident. She got hurt really bad. She was in. She had emergency surgery. She was in ICU for a week. She's doing lots better now. Those days will get her mother arrested because she take excuse to the school, and sometimes these people don't even do what they're supposed to do when you bring excuses. You bring excuses, and then at a certain time, they count up these days you absent, and they put the same days that been excused. You got to come out there and do it again. But now they got something online where you got to go online and going online tapping in. So now I see it making it easier because you can't just go out and talk to people because you can talk to people. People act like something wrong with them. So I just think it's the most cruelest thing on the planet to put a mother in jail because children skip school. So you could put the mother in jail because a child skipping school or a child late for school. Now, you put your child on the bus come late and pick kids up. They actually charge that against the parents when the school bus come to the house, pick the child up late, and takes the child to school. They count that against the parents. I think this putting parents in jail is crazy. Because when you put parents in jail, what happens? The parent loses a job. Now, the parent can't pay the bills. Now the parent gets evicted. The parent become homeless. Now you come in and put the child and continue to put a homeless parent in jail for taking her child to school. It's just that makes absolutely no sense to me. But that's that. But that's that negative energy that's here. That's still working in here. But there's also a positive light energy that is here working also. So if we stick working with the positive light energy, then that energy over there, it won't affect us. It won't. It'll just go, it'll just get smaller, smaller, go off into a little corner by itself. So, and then Cory Booker. Now, Cory Booker, I haven't seen too much video of him. I haven't really looked at the video they talking about him, but I hear they talking about him. They was talking about him on the Breakfast Club. I hadn't seen that video. I haven't seen that YouTube video, The Breakfast Club, but the guy that was talking about it, he was showing clippings. He's a new guy. I'm not familiar with his page, but because it came up about Cory Booker, I clicked on it and listened to him. And the thing about it is, they are having this struggle with 21 Savage. My thing with 21, I don't even know what is going on with 21 Savage. But my thing is, if you're not here legally, if you were brought over here as a 12-year-old child, and your parent made sure you got a visa at 12 or 13, why that visa wasn't renewed a year later in 2006? I don't even get that. Then I didn't even know his. Now I saw YouTube. I saw a video of his mom talking or whatever. I didn't look too much into it, and then I just heard about the dad, the digging. I wonder where the parent was. So both parents are over here, and apparently, not. I don't. Neither parents are apparently from here because he need a visa to be here. So, do they have a visa to be here, or they visa or up to date visa, or what? So I don't even get the 21 Savage thing. But what I do get, who in their right mind know for the last 12 or 13 years, or 11 or 12 years, that their visa has expired? Makes a spectacle of themselves. First of all, dipping into Lazy Bone and Migos, who's the greatest of all time, beef, which wasn't really a beef, but getting into their little beefy thing. He ain't got nothing to do with it. And then he gets into disrespecting the man's wife. And then you get Busy Bone in there, making a fool of himself, getting arrested on Instagram Live with a brand shotgun, threatening to shoot people's head off. My thing is, who is it? Oh, okay, hold up.
Sorry.
Okay, hold up a minute. I will be right back. You're bringing her in. Okay, where is it? I'm in a dark room, very comfortable. So let me see what I'm going to do. All right. Bring my granddaughter, the one that always sleeps. Okay. All right. You can bring on in. Yeah. Yeah, you can bring in. Yeah. Well, that one always she always sleep. My little baby. Yeah. Yeah, this is my little 6-year-old right now, as I was telling you about earlier. Anyway, Busy Boom, make that crazy fool of yourself. 21 Savage, I don't, I never liked rap. 20s, 30s, 40s, I hated rap. Rap come on. I would turn stations that would have rap. R&B, love country music. I know all the country stars. Like my two favorite would be Kenny Chesney and the other one was the other BlacPixi. Those are my two favorites. I bought their CDs some years ago. So I'm into country music and I'm into R&B and I'm into pop. I just could not get with the rap. Even though I listen to some rap like Bone Thug Crossroad and I listen to some Tupac and in the other ones that basically a rap where the artist could sing. Like the Migos, they don't sing. Cardi B, they don't sing. They just straight up rap. And they call that trap rap. I never heard of that until a few months ago. I just heard a rap. But I can deal with the rap with some melody in it. They can sing. They got a melodic voice to them. But that rap, even though I got a better ear for the rap now. I got a better ear for it. Because Cardi B, I couldn't stand three one line of word. I couldn't stand one line of anything that come out of her mouth or Migos. I just tunes it out. I don't listen to it. So that's how come I can say I wasn't aware of 21 Savage. I wasn't aware of the Migos. I wasn't aware of Cardi B. None of these people, Drake, all of these famous rappers, I was never aware of them because I literally didn't listen to rap. But now that I'm a YouTube creator, I listen to it now, and I've gotten to a place where my ears have become attuned to hearing it and actually understanding the message that they're trying to say. For some reason, that was just a thing that just flipped in me, and I just immediately can listen to it. But I don't listen to it because I like certain music. So, my thing with 21 Savage, who in their right mind? No, they are not legal. Go dipping into other people's business, making a spectacle of themselves. I thought 21 Savage would have learned from that. I thought he would have learned from that. But no, what did 21 Savage do? He goes and speaks on, for what I hear, but I haven't found that video because I didn't take time to put the keywords in to find it. He goes in and speaks on this wall thing and the Trump wall thing, bringing attention to himself. Way to do that at. You would think a person who is not legal, especially an immigrant who is not legal, know they're not legal, know their paperwork is not straight. Or now they're trying to get the paperwork straight. It's a misunderstanding, this and that. My thing is, Trinidad Savage is being exposed, and what Trinidad Savage being exposed is doing. Now, everybody focus on these immigrants. When you think of immigrants, you think of Hispanics, Latinos, Chinese, Indians, Hondurans now, Central American people, all of these people, Mexicans, all of these people is what you think of when you say immigrants. You never think of black immigrants like 21 Savage. You never think of that. Then you got the immigrants like Joy Reid, which is, she's not an immigrant, she's an American, just like Obama is not an immigrant. He's an American because his mama was, she was an immigrant, but his mama was, well, Obama's mama wasn't an immigrant either. Obama grandparents were immigrants that came over here, if you look at the census thing. But Obama's mama was born here. Therefore, she was an American from immigrant parents. And then Obama was a father. I guess he was on a visa to be over here, and then after he born, sent back or whatever. So those immigrants that Obama was speaking of in that speech, they are Americans. They are what many call anchor babies. They are legal Americans that were born here. And so Joy Reid being one of those, she would not come under, and I don't even know what Angela Rye is, but I think Angela Rye just African American that was born here, and I don't even know where her thinking process is. But 21 Savage, I never thought of 21. You don't think about African American, Black American people being immigrants, because I didn't think about it that way before 21 Savage brought more attention to himself, and now he's detained and being deported. And the more his fans are becoming unglued. They're waking up. You see that there are immigrants, there are African American immigrants here. They are not African Americans descended of slaves, but they are immigrants. They are, some will call them African American Black immigrants. So people are being identified in groups because it's not nothing new. You got the Mexicans in their own communities. They don't deal with black. Then you got Latinos own community, don't deal with blacks. You got Chinese own community, don't deal with blacks. You got Indians own communities, don't deal with blacks. You got all of these. You got the Japanese, and you got all these different people, their own communities. We never see these people. We see their businesses, but we never see these people in our communities. And therefore, blacks are the only one that didn't have a community. So with Yvette and Antonio doing what they do, they are creating, not creating, they are, yeah, kind of creating, forming, helping people to visualize descendants of slaves as a community of people. And is, for what I'm saying, it's not a physical community. It's a virtual community because African Americans are, you have a few that are in all communities. Like one YouTuber on here, she lives in she's African American, she lives in a majority Hispanic community. And there are very few black people there. And she basically, the way she describes it, they don't really bother with her. But it's like the community that I'm in. It's a majority white community. But in the community, these people, I don't know these people. I've been here 20 years and I don't know nothing about these people. We only know what we have seen. We only know what we've seen of each other in the last 20 years. Children going to school, whatever. Basically, how we just basically just mind your business. Which is what 21 Savage should have done, just mind his business. I don't get how you dip in somebody's bin to get yourself in trouble. And then I just don't get it. But anyway, that's what I think about the 21 Savage thing. Now, that's what I think about 21 Savage thing. I don't see that. I don't see anything in there. But anyway, what do I think about I'm also looking at these Big Brother thing. The Big Brother thing got to be kind of boring because I'm like this. I want to watch Big Brother because Tamar and Candy's on there. If Tamar and Candy wasn't on there, I would not watch it. Because it's just a bunch of, after seeing these two, I see how you come together and how it's just amazing. All these different minds are working, how different minds work for a goal. Everybody work together as a team, but in the end, everybody for themselves in the end. So I see how that works. So with Tamar and Candy on there, it's the only reason I'm glued to watching this thing. Because otherwise, I would not be watching Big Brother. Because to me, there's no thing in it, I guess. Anyway, okay. I want to hear this. I wrote a poem earlier today, and oh, okay, it's nice and purple. I love purple. Purple is my color this year. And one of the members on the poetry site, her page is purple, and she's showing me her page here some purple for me. Yeah, her page is that dark purple. Mine is a light, more of a lavender color than a purple. But purple is my color this year, and I will be doing. I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff I want to be doing. Anyway, I'm looking on here. They have the purple. They had the veto competition 53 minutes ago. Let me take a look at this and see what's happening here. I can go look at it live, but they're showing live of when Rosa was in. I don't want to see. Rosa got on my nerves so much.
All right, it's down to Tom, Natalie, and
so much.
Who will win the Golden Hour veto? I've done really well in this comp, and we're down to Natalie, Tom, and myself. I really want to win this veto, so the nominations remain the same. Also, I really don't want to get squirted with full barrels of paint. I do not trust Tom as far as I can throw him, and trust me, I can throw him pretty far. I'm winning this veto, taking myself off the block, and ruining Tom Green's entire plan. Here's your next sequence. Switch on the only color showing more than one.
Every time I update this iPad,
I'm looking at my colors. I know it's between blue and orange. I'm like, BB God, get me through this. Let me pick right.
The hardest part of my memory trick is understanding the question while not stopping the rap. I'm worried I'm going to remember the old rap but not the new rap. So I'm doing a little verbal palate cleanser in my head, saying weird words like cheese and sauce or corn on the cob is delicious. But I cannot let Natalie win this veto. I'm focused. I'm dialed in. I'm going to win this.
I must have came on 9 o'clock tonight. But it got on my nerves so bad. I get tired of looking. I want to look at what's going on today. I don't want to see old stuff. Oh, what happened, Natalie? Natalie got. Lolo eating her stress away. Okay, let me. That was.
7:30.
This is the day. Yeah, this is the day. She's definitely eating with her stress. Or the person posted it today. I mean, if you doing it right like that, I'll be done bite my tongue. So let me go over here and see if I can catch in a live feed from this.
Thinking hard.
But all this food.
That lady here came already. She went back on that. She's crazy. But Timor's not crazy. Timor is being crazy. I'm doing this, I'm doing this live feed, so I can get you doing live feeds and whatever. And eventually on my new MacBook Air that I got, so I can start doing my videos and get used to doing videos and do different things.
Stop it. I saw this one in the mirror.
Okay. Okay, what went on?
She needs to be safe, I'm telling you.
Okay, let me turn off.
Forks are so weird.
They do, right?
They can be heavier.
Okay, log in.
I thought it was real.
I watched one the other day. You did too.
We're logged in, so
I went to throw it in the sink. And I was like, oh. You guys tried a gluten-free one?
You know what? I did not. I wanted to.
I'll try a piece.
How was it?
It's still showing episode 10.
Not the same.
Episode 10 is old. We're on episode 11. We're on episode 11, and you got her stuck here on 10. I look at the live feeds because I want to see what they look
The
at.
top's the same.
This thing is getting on my nerves.
Yeah, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. Nobody had to do any work. Nobody had to cook.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we had pizza for days.
Days. Did they give us so much?
Yes, it is.
Up next, it's the end of the game for either Mark or Shannon.
See,
Whoever survives
this is the problem I'm
the
having
others
right here.
as the live head of household competition.
It was nice to eat with everybody.
Stay with us.
The
I
live,
didn't go in there.
and today's
I
the
haven't
8th.
gone. Ricky hasn't gone.
I haven't gone.
You haven't gone.
I went in there.
You did?
This on live,
Candy, have you?
but the live
Earlier today.
is old.
Did I? Yes, I did. We all did.
Did you finish?
So we don't need you.
One head
Mhm.
the other.
They said pizza was out there. And everybody was eating. So they let me
These
go.
are old. I need to know what's going on now.
You think it's more like a wedding celebration?
Well, it's now time for the
I mean,
live.
this? Do you feel like
I
it?
don't get it. I really don't get it.
In just moments, your housemates will be casting their votes to evict live. But before they do, you each have
This
a
is
final
old.
chance to sway their vote.
I don't want
One
to see
brief statement.
last season
Mark,
thing. I want
you're
to see what's
first.
going on now.
Well, thank you, Julie. This house makes you an emotional wreck and a crying fool.
And I'm just missing it. I'm
family
just
got
missing it.
me.
Why I can't
To my
see
beautiful
it?
wife, Karen,
I
thank you
don't
so
want
much
to
for holding
see
the fort down. I love you, baby.
last
And to my little
season.
monitos, little
I want to
Leiden.
see now. And I see it's just annoying me. They can rest assured.
Head of household. You are not
See-
eligible to compete.
Okay. The player who is drawn first will step up and challenge one of the other players in a head-to-head tumbling
Okay,
dice
see, now
match.
this is earlier. This
In
is
each
10.
match,
I've
both
seen
players
this
will
a
get
couple of times.
inside
This is
their
yesterday.
giant dice. I will
This is
spin
showing
this
the old
wheel
stuff.
to
They're not letting us show
determine
them
which number
the new
you'll be
stuff.
trying to
If I'm
match.
paying to see
On
live
the air
feed,
horn,
why am I
tumble your
seeing
dice off the platform
old
with the
stuff?
goal.
I don't want to see old stuff. This is
Late at night in the recesses of
this
your
is just
mind.
ridiculous.
Listen to me. The question.
You're forcing people to watch something they don't want to watch. See now, season 20, episode 1, whatever, I don't know what that is. I don't want to see these things. I'm only looking at it because I want to see 10 more. And 10, the Big Brother 20 might be over. But if you're not over this season, relive your favorites. So Big Brother season is over.
Yeah.
If it's over, why didn't I get to see? Why I'm not seeing 11? I'm watching it live. Let's get on my nerves. Really. I'm not trying to watch full episodes on all access. I'm on all access and I'm not seeing what I want. Shows. I'm not a TV person because to me, watching TV all day is just a waste of. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of creative time. You could be creating something. You could be learning something new. I like learning stuff. This is 9, this is 10. And they had 9 all yesterday. Couldn't see nothing past 9. But I could have seen some live feeds. But I don't get it. Why we are not seeing the live feed. This is 10. I've seen this a couple of times, but I'm tired of seeing Omarosa. You just want to make people watch something they don't want to watch. I don't get it. I haven't even now you know the last person were the last one. I didn't get to see the last one where they put on Natalie and girl on there. They talk about what happened, but I didn't get to see it. How come some people get to see it and I don't get to see it and I'm paying to watch the live feeds? I don't know anymore.
We're from our hotel. Can you see that one? What? That bobby pin.
The Bobby Pin test live feed highlight.
No. I don't know because for me, I'd be like, who's Bobby Pin?
That is not enough evidence. Like,
What? If it's his
no.
room, they clean rooms.
See, I'm paying to see the live feed.
Baby.
But you know what's going on? I got to see clipping of other people who see the live feed and posting. Why I got to see this? I don't need to pay for the thing yet. I'm not going to see it. That's annoying. Really annoying. I'm not going to do that. It's really getting on my nerves.
You'll be trying to match. On the air horn, tumble your dice off the platform with the goal of returning to your platform with the correct number on the top of your dice.
When we return, we'll give the news.
Really annoying. Get off. It's an 11 on here.
Of your dice. The first player on the platform with the correct number up stays in.
So far is 11 full episodes now on here. You got TV shows. I used to watch when I had a TV. I didn't really watch
The
them.
iPhone 10R is a marvel in technology.
Yeah.
This edge-to-edge screen is unbelievable.
And mine that sort of everything look better on an iPhone.
Both.
And with our unlimited plan, people can choose the best in entertainment.
HBO,
God.
Cinemax, Showtime.
God.
Stars, Verve, Amazon Music, or Pandora. Now people can get what they want. Because everyone's different.
Okay. It's really annoying. I guess I'm gonna have to look at this. I promise you I will not. Because after my 7-day free travel up, I promise you I won't be keeping it. Because if I cannot, if I'm paying to see this thing, I expect to see it. I expect to see it. I'm not seeing season 11. And the feed is showing reruns of old episodes of last season when Omarosa was on there. If I wanted to see Omarosa, I would have watched it last season. So I didn't even click on it or saw no videos or nothing else. But, so what is this? What is this thing again? Now I got to watch for your viewing to see how they get to see all of this and record this and whatever. And I can't see it. I can't see it on the live feed. I don't get it. Demons together. Is this showing Dina in the kitchen watching this? Where's she going now? She's going up to see Tom. Who's head of household? I know Tom wasn't head of household. I mean, you just, ugh. Ring the doorbell and leave. Ring the doorbell and walk away. I guess you're going to just.
Do you want a sandwich? Do you want me to make you grilled cheese?
Oh my God, yeah, that'd be amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Tina.
Oh, we still head of household.
Oh, my glasses are up here.
Amazing, amazing. Give it a laugh. She's making Tom a grilled sandwich. Making sure she don't get on the block. Tom has no friends. Everybody's mad at him. Except Cam and Dina. Cam and Dina got to work the house to make sure they don't get voted out or get on the block. Okay. She needed to change a pair of shoes, huh? Okay, this is just Dina walking around. I don't know what Dina's doing. Oh, what is Dina cooking? Whatever that is, it don't look very a good sandwich. I don't know what kind of good sandwich that is. A bunch of mayonnaise on top of some bread in a pan and starfish tuna. Mm-mm. It did not look healthy to me. And butter. That looked like the most unhealthiest thing on the planet. A grilled cheese sandwich. A grump of mayonnaise. When I say a grump of mayonnaise, bread in a frying pan, a glob of mayonnaise, and starfish tuna and butter. If that's not cholesterol, artery blocking food, I don't know what it is. You call that gourmet? You call that gourmet? What in the world is that? Who in the world I would eat that? I'm gonna learn one day. I'll be able to share my screen one day. Right now, I'll let you see it. This is out. I don't know what that thing. And she call it gourmet cooking. They call it Venus gourmet. As small as she is, I don't think she even eats that. This woman is tiny and very healthy looking. And she eats that. I don't know. Let's see what Tamar.
Or have it be a 2-2 split, and then he would make the decision and keep me or her, depending on which one he felt has the flavor of the month.
Today's.
Or thought that would be more loyal to him.
But my question is, how does he get them to have that?
Now, why I couldn't see this live? I don't get it.
Because they
I click on live. All I'm seeing is reruns.
With the attitude.
This is really annoying me.
It's something
Really.
that's weird.
That's what's shifted.
That's why I said it's a spirit, because you had that same nasty ass attitude downstairs while we're eating pizza. Now he leaves. He goes in the motherfucking DR. We sit around the table laughing and joking. Yeah, he went upstairs. Then they called him to the DR.
Oh,
were we gone for a long time
already?
When we was all around the table, we was laughing, talking about that boy stuff, boys and shit. And then y'all go into the parlor.
I went into the DR too.
Whatever had transpired.
Yeah.
They was upstairs shooting pool. He went to the DR. I went upstairs to go talk to the girls. Then he comes up and it's a fucking attitude.
So they hadn't talked to him yet.
They was already upstairs playing pool with him.
Oh, okay.
Remember they was trying to get me to come upstairs? I told you, I was like, fuck, I'm going upstairs. What the fuck I look like?
So they ended up talking to him, and that's when all the attitude went funky.
That must have been because it was cool before that.
It was cool before that, because they had no reason to have an attitude over the conversation that we had, because it was no different than the conversation we had in the goddamn room last night.
I didn't say what I said to them is I said, well, you guys were trying to work it out, and I said, and I asked them if they would honor the vote if you guys worked it out.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing. That's basically asking them to basically whatever me and Lolo decide to honor it.
And then they started giving attitude, and he said, "Wait a minute, hold on. So you say you're not going to respect their decision?"
Well said, Ricky.
He got the attitude came off. This thing
again, I could have
seen all of this.
Stupid me. I didn't think that they really. I thought what they said last night was real.
Same.
And to me, I was like, do you realize in your position? I was talking to Dina. I said, do you realize, Dina, if you vote to keep Natalie, for instance, and Lolo stays, that she's probably gonna be upset with you or think that you're on the other side. And if she wins the HOH, you're gonna go on the block. So why wouldn't you want them to figure it out? So then you don't have to.
Why would I care if she mad? Because you don't want no blood on you. I mean, at this point, everybody's gonna get blood on their hands. It's okay.
Weird.
That's weird. That's like super not like her. Like she's very like always wants.
Demon possessed. I'm telling y'all right now.
Like
and they upstairs like magnets.
Like she really is not like that. Like every time that I've had the conversation, she's always like kind of weird. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's so hard. Like very loving and a mom.
But they didn't look out for me. I said, what are you talking about?
They didn't look out for her.
Yeah, it was. Or like it was even like her face changed.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Weird.
I'm trying to tell you. I told y'all what I told y'all now. They don't talk about evil. I keep trying to tell everybody. I'm serious.
That is super bizarre because when me and Lo were talking to her yesterday, she was sweet. She was like
so
not even remotely.
I ain't going back on what I said.
I always wanted to have a girl alliance, like when we were saying, could you just respect, like if there's a tie, to make sure it's not a tie.
Totally. If it came down to that, depending on whatever how the chips would fall, we wanted to see where she was at, and she was super like you know, very like I don't know, but like yes, and just like her normal cute mom self. So for her to be like, I don't care if she's mad, is crazy to me.
Tom still has had a house, and apparently Tom still has veto. So my thing is, everybody's still there.
And like they were hella.
Even though the veto has happened,
you know what? I'm actually pissed as fuck at the moment because I just remember. So when you came out and I was talking to them earlier and they were playing cards, they were basically asking me about like my addiction and alcoholism. So then I was like, you know, telling them a little bit about it. Then I didn't want to talk to them too much because I didn't want Lolo to think that I was petitioning. You came out, but anywho, so they were like basically trying to like, you know, talk to me about it because Dina's doing like a movie or whatever about like some guy with like a heroin addiction. And she's like, oh my God, you should totally be in it. And then we're like, you know, pulling little things, like trying to like get me to talk about it, which is fine. I'm an open book, clearly. And then she like gets up out of her chair and is like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Like, and they gave me a hug and I was like, oh, thanks, you know, whatever. And then I like bounced because you came out and you were like, oh, what are you guys talking about? Like, not what you are thinking. And then for them to literally, both of them flip the script on, what, 6 hours? And nothing's really changed. That is so crazy. Well, how is tomorrow going to be in lockdown?
I think it'll be
Yeah, because I'm telling you, I'm tired.
Yo, Candy has had it out for me since like the fucking get from the jump. She basically made it very obvious that she was like not ever going to want to not vote for me if I ever got put in that position.
For her either. What you talking about? Candy, that Candy said she don't owe you nothing. You was not going to vote for Candy. You didn't even consider them.
That's your friend.
Whoever is behind this wall, I can hear them extremely loud.
Me too. How are you already sleeping? How many melatonin did you take? Aren't you only supposed to take one? That's why you can't get up.
I got up this morning.
I want to take two. No, I shouldn't.
I'm just so bad in my head.
Why?
I was someone suffering with depression. And they said Lolo is put on a show. You going to become depressed if you don't win. Don't get it.
It's just mean. It's mean spirited, and they're more than clothes. They're users, and that's a difference. You can approach your way. Well, why are you using people? Why are you being rude to people? Like, and then why you say mean stuff like nobody told me that I was safe or I was leaving out? Like, why are you being mean? But why? Have you learned anything since you've been here? It's not easy being on the block. It's not easy voting out people you fuck with. It's not easy leaving. I mean, come on. Like, what is that? What are you getting out of that? You isolate one person out of the room to speak to? Like, what? Where are we? And who are you?
Well, especially after her Mother Teresa speech yesterday.
I'm going to bed. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm not gonna get pissed off because it ain't gonna do nothing to piss me off because it has absolutely no logical sense. And it is a spirit, and I don't care who agree with me or not, and I don't want no parts of it. I'm serious. I don't want no parts of it. Because it's negative and it's evil. And they got a lot of shit attached to it.
Ricky, do you feel like being off the block, you're back re-energized? I know you said you were struggling for a few days.
What's up?
Remember how you said, I'm sorry I let you guys down, I'm kind of struggling. Do you feel like super re-energized now that you're back off the block?
No, I don't.
Dang.
But that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I mean, you're an athlete. Like,
That doesn't mean anything.
I don't want those. I have some.
I know. I just want one. I
I'm
can't.
more experienced, that's for sure.
I'm sorry.
Why?
Because that's fucked up.
No, I ain't tripping. I didn't really fuck with them anyways. This is my crew. So I'm Gucci. Like, I don't need, like, if anything, I would, like, want a little, like, party and a ceremony? I'd rather them be gone. Like, this is all that I came in with this crew, and I'm going out with this crew. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is, like, I think it's super bizarre that they'd be so standoffish with you guys just being like, can you guys, like, would you basically vote respecting whatever Lolo and I decided?
But my
They almost kind of turned it into a debate. What do you say?
What do you mean?
And I was like,
I pay this week.
what do you mean that marriage is the biggest threat? How do you understand what does the threat mean? And the way she looked at me, the way she was talking to me. And then when you and Gina was talking, like she was giving like word for word when you were trying to explain to her about, well, don't you think it's better to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Well, not only that, don't you think it's better to do that also for, like, the person that's going home?
That's what he was trying to explain to them.
Like, the person going home
and
now,
then I was like, well,
meaning
Katie,
myself.
In your opinion, what's the difference between Natalie and Lolo? Because they're gonna both put you on the block. Like, I don't understand. What are you talking about? Just say, I made up this stupid 3-person alliance, and this is what we want to do. Say that. Don't make it like, oh, she's the biggest threat. Well, help me. You have to explain to me because I don't understand what you're talking about, Willis. Because we all are on the same page. And then I'm like, guys, help me understand why y'all not trying to get Tom out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
He's
What
going
did they say to that?
to win everything, and you might as well pack your bags.
What did they say?
They didn't understand. What? It was almost like they was ignoring that. That's what
I think maybe they think that they can beat him in the long game.
Oh, they fucking crazy.
Well, like if they stay
They
to
could.
the end, they have no blood on their hands. If it's between Tom and Dina, who's
Dude, who's gonna vote?
I'm voting for Tom.
For real?
Yep. That end. What has Dina done?
True. Except walk around like
I
this.
think that I think that they were planning on the whole Marissa tactic. You see what I'm saying?
That don't work for everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's so true. Fuck, I'd vote Tom too. I would say Dina.
Would you?
Well, yeah. Asked me this 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Dina.
Right.
Because like she was just cool and kicked it and whatever, and she's a mom and I think it's great and she's whatever and she's done well and she's just chilled and whatever. But now, girl, bye. Am I skinnier than when I walked in?
Okay.
Good.
Did you say what time you need to go stay with us?
Please do not obstruct your microphone.
Oh my gosh, I thought he was about to call you the diary room.
Mm-mm. I didn't look. But I think the last time we looked at the clock, it was...
My mic's obstructed because I'm going to bed.
It was, huh?
What is it, 1?
We gotta get up, bro. That's probably 1.
Yeah, we gotta go to bed.
We good, everybody?
What's the prayer, sis?
We're good. That's the prayer.
You guys, it's my last night. Let's pray with the Bible. I'm sad. Am I gonna cry tomorrow?
Yeah.
Fuck. What do you think? Where's your money at?
Think so? What do you
I don't know. What do you think? I used to cry a lot, and
It might be.
But you know the way to really, really
I need to say something
make it more than okay,
for
but
this
actually make it
world.
happen?
I didn't know that.
What?
Because when I saw you fighting, I really thought you guys were enemies.
We were. That's my point. I'm not
All right,
lying
so
to you.
in 2 weeks you became best friends after not
We
being
are
talking.
not best friends.
All right, but I see now. There's
No, you
kind of
don't-
an alliance.
No, but you gotta also remember there was a time when the people in her room wanted to vote me off, and she said she wasn't gonna vote me off.
And you believe
that was because she did. It was a critical moment. I could have been out the door instead of Joey.
We don't know who voted who. Which vote? Well,
I needed 3 votes. All I had was you and Kato. I needed her in order to stay.
Did you even have Kato? Is that true?
I spoke
don't
to
know.
you and Kato. Kato told me that he was not voting me out. You told me he wasn't voting me out. I needed one more person. I asked Ricky first.
Oh, he was HOH?
Yeah, he was HOH. I asked Ricky first. Ricky said that he was not gonna give me an answer. It depended on
in the house.
Yeah.
He always says that.
But that meant
that's his out.
It was very clear that
That's
he didn't
my
give a damn if I
answer.
was here or not. So I had to ask Tamar to please not vote me out. At that point, I had 3 people. They had 3 people. So I knew if the other ones did not vote for me, at least it would come to Tom. Tom had agreed not to vote me out. So my point to you.
So they knew they voted with the house regardless. So she had no choice.
That's
she
amazing.
basically told.
That's why I was confused by the 6-0
She had no choice.
I didn't understand that move.
Because she told them.
No, she had no choice. I'm sorry. If you think what you want, I'll think what I want. I'll think what I
because
want.
if she would have voted with them, I would have been out the door.
Whatever.
It had to split. She told them she wasn't voting for me, and so they was like,
I'll
okay,
watch
we'll
that
forget it.
episode very closely.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I
that
hear you.
is why.
Ricky told me that actually.
Thank you.
Ricky
Okay.
told me that. Ricky actually told me that.
Okay, so my point to you.
Ricky told me that in the
I
train
don't
room.
want to do somebody dirty
He did.
who
He told me
didn't
that.
do me dirty.
Because
Okay, that
I
makes sense.
said to Ricky,
That makes
after the
sense
vote
to you.
came into the lounge, and I said to Ricky, did you know the vote was going to be 6-0? And he said, yeah, because I orchestrated everything.
Didn't talk to me.
He said, yeah, because I orchestrated everything.
No, he didn't. I never had a conversation.
Because I would have thought that you guys would have wanted Joey to stay because then you would have had more of a chance of winning the HOH because he was on your side. And he said, yeah, but Tamar didn't want to vote Candy out. He said that. So we had to. I didn't understand.
Switch it to me.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Right. So that's.
I want to see that
trying to
episode.
So that's what I was trying to tell you. Like, that was a time that she could have easily stuck with the 3 of them, and I would have been out the door. So that's why I'm saying to you, I don't want to put her.
No, I
up.
understand.
don't
I get
have
it.
to. It's not about us being.
I don't even think if I had a choice, it'd be the strongest players, Lolo and besides you're the
Is there
strongest.
a
but
way
you're
that
up
you
with
could
us.
get Tamar to come up here?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
Because she has something against Tom.
She said she liked Tom to me and you and him.
It's I
She
put
said
her
it
on the
was
block
Kato
early
that she
on
was
my
mad.
first
No,
HOH. I put her on
no,
the block.
but she
didn't I?
was mad at Kato.
Kato
and
put her on the block. Kato put her.
Right.
Kato put the two of them on the block.
Did I put her on the block?
You didn't. You put me on the block.
Kato did. She doesn't like Kato. She doesn't have any
Oh,
ill
I
will
never
with
put her
him.
on the block.
No.
I never
No,
put Tamar
and
on the
you-
block.
No.
And look at me. She told me she has no ill will with you. It was Kato that said she's the shrimp and all the
Yeah.
Cleo.
Yeah.
and
So,
all
but
that
maybe she
stuff,
just
which
doesn't
was
like me
wrong on
because she's
Kato's
been in
part,
that room
obviously.
and Ricky's been just
Basically,
filling her head
probably.
with
I
stuff.
don't know. That was
I don't know.
crazy.
Well, here's the thing.
Mm.
I really think that the number one thing that needs to be done for you to have a shot winning this game is to convince Tamar that she needs to be on our team. That is like the social game is like the whole
Bigger
game.
than anything.
I will try.
Yeah, you've got to make her see the Final Four situation where it's like, you know,
I know exactly
You
what
win
Tamar's gonna
HOH.
say.
You can't
She's gonna try to
came
flip
over
her
the
to their side. You know how
Listen.
she works.
well, make sure she
I-
knows
She
that.
said it a
People love
million
to just
times
say,
where I'm at.
You
I'm
will
sitting right
speak
here, right?
the truth, and the
Okay.
people will call you a liar.
Nobody can
Just
flip me.
because,
I'm not
and
flippable.
then they'll say it in a different
I'm
way.
not either.
So it's not
I'm not either.
I just want to be annoying.
Neither is he.
Well, there'd also be no reason for either of you to. I know you're not, but there'd be no reason for you to lie because I actually don't care who goes home if it's Lolo or Natalie. I don't care.
But I
It doesn't
told
make a difference
you.
to me. I'm on block either way.
But you promised me if I do what you wanted, you would, and I wouldn't put you on block instead of term. We wouldn't do that. So we do have an agreement
Yeah,
here.
you got to win HOH to put me on the block, though. So that's the
No,
other
but
thing.
I mean,
You better win that HOH and not put me on the block.
All right.
who would put you on the me?
I'm saying you have to win HOH to put me on the block, anyways. So go win it.
No.
And then
I
don't
would
put me
never.
on.
Oh,
You can do
what the
all
hell's
that
that
kind of-
saying?
I'm
I'm
just-
saying it hypothetically.
I know, but in
Yeah,
hypothetical, win
HOH.
HOH.
Right.
So
But
that I
that
don't get put on the block by them.
Listen, if you go on the block, I'm going on the block too. Let's be clear.
Well, or Dina.
So I
Yeah,
have,
it could be me. Because Tamar's got your back.
first of
And
all,
Ricky and
Yeah.
so
Really be me and Dina,
yeah,
yeah.
it'll
Listen.
be me and him.
hold on.
So have fun with Tamar.
Ricky will easily put up me and you
Yeah.
on the block.
Sure.
No,
Simple
he'll
as
put me up too, because Tamar will be like, "Don't put her, keep Candy."
Yeah.
Please. Come on.
I don't agree with
He
that.
convinced him once. Why
Well,
can't he convince him again?
you would hope that Tamar would do that.
I would hope.
Although Ricky might just not listen to Tamar, though.
Basically.
He would.
I
And
don't
then
know.
there's Lolo. Where's she?
Listen, he didn't have my back before, so I don't.
I
really
think
depend on
our
that.
best bet is to get Lolo with us, because Tamar, obviously, she said is very strong.
So we need to figure out a way for Lolo
We
to.
gotta make it through one more eviction.
I just don't know if we're going to be able to
I'm gonna
convince
go
Lolo
pray
what
on it.
happened afterwards, unless it's a tie. So we got to make Ricky think that I'm voting Lolo out. Maybe we should make Ricky think that we're all voting Lolo out.
Mm-mm.
They won't believe her, because she already said.
Yeah, I'll just say like we was
I
playing
just wanna
cards and you
wake
sound
up,
like
go
you leaning
downstairs.
towards voting Natalie up.
What's that?
I just say yeah. It looks like you thinking about voting. I'm sorry, voting
Lolo.
Lolo.
So if I voted Lolo out,
I'll say because
And-
Natalie said she would be a good ally.
Yeah.
And he looks at her as like somebody that will work with him.
you won't believe that, though.
Shit, because Tamar definitely
I
noticed
say,
that she
why don't
said
we
that.
just do it tomorrow and just vote her out too, and they're gonna vote what we
Yeah,
vote,
maybe we just do it and then worry
and
about
then we tell her.
convincing Lolo
Yeah.
after.
Yeah,
I don't think we'll be able to convince Lolo after.
not
I think we would just because we'll have
Lolo's.
it ain't
not
gonna be on her like
listen,
white on rice
and
after.
Lolo's not gonna be doing anything with Natalie here.
Do you not
She's
think?
not strong enough?
Do you not
Yeah,
think
why
that?
Natalie's
Do
here,
you,
she's
do you not think as
As far as the
all day.
game,
Do you not think
friendship
that-
aside, it's the
okay?
game. Sleeping. So is she? It's the
Okay.
game.
Do you not think though, just from a purely out of respect to Lolo, who's an adult, accomplished Olympic
37-year-old
athlete,
in April. That's
and
almost 40.
I'm the HOH.
She's not a
I
baby.
put her on the block.
She's
I know
a
what's going
grown
on.
woman.
She doesn't. don't you think it would be a respectful thing for me to do to tell her what's going on before the vote?
Well, the
So
thing
she has
is,
that
they feel
information.
like you haven't been truthful with them, so I don't know.
I've been truthful with Lolo.
Well, then she might listen to you.
I told her I was going to put her on the block, and I did.
Right.
And
Well,
you
she
said
might
you weren't
listen
going to
to you.
vote. You were going to keep her here, and you did.
Oh, the lights went out. Y'all saw that?
Well, that they start doing that.
Those lights on the bottom loops just went out.
Yeah, I saw that. But
It's so hard to talk to Lolo though, because she.
I tried to grab her, and every second Natalie was pulling her.
We got some hot heads in this building, and I don't want to be stuck in here for no hour with everybody looking. Oh my God! It drains me.
Oh, yeah.
I know you guys don't care, but I don't like that.
Well, that was the reason why I wanted to get rid of Ricky, but I started realizing, shit, I might not be able to get rid of him, so I better just, better just like play it.
Smart.
It doesn't really matter to me. It's probably better that we get rid of Natalie or Lolo than Ricky because they win more competitions than Ricky.
Right.
But Ricky
I thought
sat on the
in
bench
the beginning,
for,
I thought Ricky was going to be winning every competition.
Yeah, but Ricky sat out for 2, babe. He didn't. He
Probably
sat out.
hasn't been in a couple of them. That's why he hasn't won that many of them because he hasn't been in a couple.
Right.
He definitely lost that one. The other one.
Right.
Whoa, he definitely lost that one. The other one.
No, he's not.
It's just the poetic.
He definitely lost that one.
When HOH, and he'll turf me out, and I'll have a goodbye speech, and maybe I'll walk out the door. I take Ricky off, she knocks me out. It's poetic. Turf me out.
It could be it could be a.
I don't want to make it a self-fulfilling prophecy here, but I mean, obviously, that's
not
like
winning. He okay in the color game. Unless he was joking. Color blast. Unless he was joking, he missed what, the first one or the second one?
The second one. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. The dice one, you killed them on the first time. You hadn't even figured it out yet at that moment. And I just knew he was there because I was thinking he was going to be able to flip that thing easy and get it the way he needed it to be, but she figured it out quicker. Color blast, that. What was the other one?
The pony he won.
Bubbles up. Nope.
he wasn't trying to win Bubbles Up because he knew that you don't want to win the first HOH.
Oh, right. What else do we play?
Maybe Anthony helped me, but
he didn't play the kicking one. Football kicking, he wasn't in that one.
Yeah, he would have.
The true or false one, he wasn't in that one.
What's the true or false?
The Gallagher.
comedian.
Oh, he wasn't.
He wasn't in that one.
Okay.
I only got missed one
you're
on
right.
that one. You guys
That's something that I've overlooked is that
I only missed
the
one
reason
on
that he
that.
hasn't won many is because he hasn't been in all the competitions.
Yeah. That's what I've been telling everyone. No one listens to me.
Well, I just did listen to you.
Thank you.
You never told me that before.
Probably
Okay,
did.
well,
Should have told me that sooner.
I probably did tell you, and you didn't listen to me. Okay, I've told all of you to not do what you did, but you're here, so I can't really say that. But that could have flipped in a minute when they flipped on you.
I don't know.
Kato's home. He would have been here. Ryan would have been here. Jonathan.
If Jonathan would have been here, I would have been gone.
Well, Ricky wanted me off first. Jonathan convinced him no, because they said they're all the same age. Let's get rid of the old people. That's what they said.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they wanted like they were all like the same kind of age and athletes and all cool. So that was their gig. So Ryan's like, get Dean out. John's like, no. I would have been out.
Huh.
Everyone told me that.
It's time to go to bed. We're going to have to be up early at 8.
8's not early. 5 in the morning's early. 6 in the morning's early. 8's not that early, actually.
I kind of wish I could explain it to Lolo, but
they're still awake in that room, trust me.
I'm sure they are.
Little one, Natalie's not going to sleep. She's gone, please. That's it. That we know. Yes, please, yes.
there's another option too, by the way.
What's the
Oh,
option?
God.
The other option is we have a Final Four.
What?
You, me,
Ricky.
and Ricky.
because he wants it.
He would turn on everybody over there, and he would understand the move.
In a second.
Listen,
Lolo and Tamar might not understand the move of turning on everybody over there, but Ricky would.
can I just say this?
Imagine if Ricky won HOH this week and put Lolo and Tamar on the block.
Okay, can I just say
That's
this?
her friend, so she doesn't want to do that.
I don't want to be a part of that conversation.
I know, but at a certain point, like the people keep going down, so there's fewer and fewer people. So at a certain point,
what would happen if it was me and Tamar?
So, yeah.
First of all, I'm not putting you on the block. I'm not putting her on the block. So please,
What if it gets to that? What if it gets to that?
I'm not putting you on
What
the
if
block.
it gets to him and Tamar?
I'm not putting you. Leave me alone.
No, you're
forget
in
about
denial,
Tamar. We
girl.
won't use the word Tamar just for the soundbite for television. We won't say that. What if Ricky wins HOH and he puts Lolo on the block?
I mean, honestly, I don't care. At that point, I mean, I like her, but we haven't communicated as much as I have.
I mean, maybe I should go talk to Ricky.
Oh, God. Listen.
Say, Ricky, listen, I know everything that's going on. You're trying to do this. Why don't you just come be in an alliance with Dina and Candy and I?
I'm not trying to make.
Or do you
want to
stay with Tamar and Lola? He's coming here. Guaranteed.
That's what I'm telling
That's
y'all.
a smart move.
Y'all ain't got to worry
That's the
about me
best
putting
move.
y'all on the block.
No,
And
look
don't
at me.
put me on the block.
Look at
That's
me.
all I'm asking.
That's the best move.
Yeah.
That is because he will come running.
Yeah.
100%.
Like that.
Just like last time.
That's
He
crazy.
wanted to be in the 5. Then he got to.
That's so crazy, but true.
No, that is not crazy. If
No, I
you
said-
really think about
I
it,
said it's crazy,
that's
but
smart.
true, which is sad.
No, it's not sad. It's the game.
Why do you think I took
I'm
him
not
off the
sad
block?
anymore.
Because you
About
know how
anything.
he is.
'Cause I know he would do that.
That's so crazy.
Do
And
it
he's more
again.
likely to do it now because I did something nice. I took him off the block.
And when he knows Nat's gone,
You took him off the block.
really
Who
gonna
went
come
home?
And he knows I win competitions, so
yeah. And he doesn't know because I haven't really been trying.
Natalie?
But at the same
And
time,
Lolo
I don't
still
know.
Dina
Like,
still here.
that's my
Candy,
point to y'all.
Tamar.
Like, I
And
don't
Ricky,
trust
6,
either
7
of them
people
to
still here.
vote the way we want.
So if you
I
took
mean,
Ricky off the
put
block,
up
That's not
with
the
it.
point.
basically
The
there's
point is he
one
wants to
one
win.
way you win, one way you don't win.
He wants to win.
I
It's not about
That's the bottom line.
how they're
with him.
friends in the room for
Ricky
whatever, you
wants
know,
to
because
win.
everyone's
He told
always
me
been thinking
every
about what they're going to do when they get to the end, right?
Right.
You can have a conversation till you're blue
I
in the
think that's
face in the
genius.
room at night, but at the end of the day, you're also thinking in the back of your head, how am I going to get rid of these people? You know what I mean?
Of course there has to be. How do you get to 2?
Because
By a
I was told,
wand?
listen, I was
They
told
start
that
having
they
these little
have
game show
multiple
kind of
games,
things.
Yeah, I've
and,
seen it.
and basically you just get yourself off at that point. That's what I thought. If you lose
Yeah.
the game,
Well,
then
I
you
think
get
they change
kicked
it
off.
every year because I asked after we talked about it. I
They're
asked,
not
and
allowed
they
to
said,
tell
"Well,
you.
we can't
They
tell
said
you."
they're not allowed. Yeah.
I tried to ask
I
them,
don't think
but
they leave it the same every year because they don't want people to know. So then exactly this thing will happen, you know.
okay.
So
Well,
there could
for
be 2 more
me-
HOHs.
My goal was just, I was like, please God, let me get Dana, let me get Tamara, let's get it down to the end, and that's why I was telling you on the final 5, I was like, the athletes had to go for us to make it to the final 5. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I kept pushing that to you because I was like,
Ricky
we all
in the
have a
hanging on
chance
thing.
if they all here.
Okay,
And that's all I wanted to make.
Okay.
Sleeping. So is she? Like knocked out. It's such a whack position to be in. It's such a horrible whack ass position to be in.
It's yesterday. Oh God. Yeah.
So what do? I don't know.
7 celebrities left in the house and only 5 days left in the game, which can mean only one thing. It's time for a double eviction.
Okay.
Welcome to Double Eviction Night on Celebrity Big Brother. I'm Julie Chen Moonves. Welcome to Double Eviction Night. It's day 24 inside the Celebrity Big Brother house, and the men have been dropping like flies. Now, Tom, as head of household, has his sights set on sending the only other man left in the house, Ricky, packing. But the house guests have no idea that tonight is double eviction night. And the next 2 hours hold even more twists and turns than ever before, which means anything can happen. So, which 2 house guests will be sent home, and who will make up the final 5, punching their ticket to finale night? We'll find out soon enough. But first, Tom's nominations have rocked the bedroom alliance, making this a veto competition no one wants to sit out.
This nomination ceremony is adjourned. I nominated Ricky because he is simply the chief orchestrator of this alliance that is gunning for me. I nominated Natalie because Natalie's a great athlete and probably the best player in the game. If one of them should win veto, I'm going to put Lolo on the block. It's time for one of these traitors to go.
Let's get it.
We already got it. I expected Tom to nominate me, and he did. It sucks to be up with Natalie, but I'm going to do whatever it takes to stay in the house.
His word is nothing. I hope the people in the house know that.
Tom said that I was safe this week, but clearly that was a lie. I'm definitely the wrong person to pick a fight with, so bring it on, Tom.
I was supposed to go on the block. He told me dead on I was going on the block.
I'm really shocked. I thought my face was for sure going to be on that wall. Tom told me that I would be going up on the block. So I'm glad I'm not nominated, but I just really hope it's not a plan to backdoor me.
Have you ever not gone outside for more than 20 days?
No.
In your life? In your entire life, have you ever not gone outside for a month?
Mm-hmm.
In a tiny little place, but with a lot of people, and half of them are angry with me.
Just let them cool off.
Yeah. It's sort of a critical moment because if people vote with us and we remove one, power all shifts over here.
Mm-hmm.
And if you include Tamar, you, Dina, myself, we've got numbers, but I don't want Tamar and Dina to be influenced by social energy.
Right.
Tom nominated Natalie and Ricky, which was my idea. I'm shocked. I didn't think he was really going to listen to me, but he did. Okay. I'm happy.
It's a psychological game too, you know.
You're going to be fine. Just don't stress.
Okay.
Just be cool. Be cool.
Candy says be cool. Tom, be cool.
I'm trying to tell you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, I'll be cool.
Why do you think he switched it?
Switch what?
I was supposed to go up. I just think it was like another form of like power.
I feel like he's an emotional person, so he's sensitive and was just like, I'm switching it. What if one of us wins the veto? What do we do?
If you win the veto, I think you use it to take Natalie off.
Because then we save you. Because you could still maybe have numbers. So I need to win. You need to win.
The best case scenario is if Lolo gets picked to play in the veto and wins. She uses it on me to save me, and then Tom has to put somebody else up on the block. That way, we would possibly be able to vote them out. Then myself, Lolo, and Ricky are safe in the house.
But you also need to get picked.
I know.
Good chances, you know.
Only one person can't play.
But
I'm stripes. No, what?
Solids.
I don't even really know what game we're playing. This is pool, right? Yeah, you're stripes.
You're stripes.
I'm stripes. You're right.
Solids. Yeah. Or they're just gonna pick us off.
What if Lolo wins veto? Okay. Then who do I put up? Whether you, Dina, or Tamar has to go up.
Not me.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my goodness. I don't want to be in danger of going on the block. I need to win the veto just so that we can keep the nominations the same and we can vote Natalie out of here.
If Lolo doesn't play in the veto competition, that's the best thing.
That's the best.
If she plays and she wins, that's a problem. That's all I'm saying. Okay, done talking. All
Hey, everybody, it's time to pick players for the veto competition.
Yes.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Only 6 people will participate in the veto competition. The head of household, the 2 nominees, and 3 other players selected by random draw. Will the nominees please join me up here? Only one person sits out of this veto competition, and I hope that's Lolo, because if Lolo wins veto, that's not good for my game. That means she can pull somebody off the block, so I'll have to put up one of my allies. As HOH, I will pick first. Tamar!
Look, here's the thing. I'm all excited. Yeah, I'm gonna play. And in the back of my mind, it's like, you gonna play, but you not gonna win. I'm doing a lot of lying, and I'm not happy with myself.
I absolutely need Lolo to compete in this veto competition so she can win and pull me off the block.
Candy.
Candy! Dina. I also have to choose a host for the veto competition, and I choose. Oh, I guess I'll have to choose you, Lolo. That sounds fun. Lolo!
Don't spit fire, Lolo.
Everybody's playing in this but me. I cannot absolutely guarantee my safety now, and I can't help Natalie or Ricky get off the block. Like, really?
Big Brother will inform us when the competition is to begin. Good luck.
We have a lot to do and no time to waste. Let's head to the living room and let the house guests in on tonight's double eviction. Hello, house guests.
Hi.
Well, as you can all see, there are 7 of you still in the house, and the live finale is only 5 days away, which can only mean one thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's double eviction night tonight.
Let's go.
Yes. By the end of the night, 2 of you will be evicted. Wow. That means nobody is safe. I'll be back for the first live eviction before you know it.
All right now.
When we return, Ricky and Natalie Eva Marie fight for their Big Brother lives. The Power Veto competition is next. And later, the final breaking celebrity news alert will have a major impact on the game. Stay with us. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother. It's now time for the Power of Veto competition. Tom has his target, Lolo's sitting out, and everyone has a different idea of what they want to do at this competition. It's time for the veto competition! Get in your wardrobe and head to the studio!
Wow, I walk into the yard, it's like an old silent movie set. I feel like Charlie Chaplin. This is so cool. I can't.
Welcome to the Big Brother movie studios. I've just finished my motion picture masterpiece, and now it's your job to take this black and white film and turn it to color. This new color technology is still being worked out, so be careful because one wrong move and it could be a disaster. Here's how it works. In each round of this competition, you'll be shown a sequence of film colors. After seeing the sequence, you will be instructed to switch on a specific color. If you switch on the correct color, you'll advance to the next round. But if you make a mistake during the colorization process, the film will be ruined, as will your hopes of winning the veto. The last player remaining will be shown in perfect color, including the golden power of veto. Who's ready to play Color Blast?
Now that Lolo cannot compete, everything is riding on me to save myself. Winning the veto is the only way I know for sure that I will not go home this week. So it is imperative that I win.
I want to do anything it takes to win. Ricky's my target. I don't want Ricky to pull himself off the block. Ricky, don't win.
I feel like Natalie should be the next one to go. And the best way to ensure that Natalie can't take herself off the block is to win the veto so I can keep the nominations the same.
Going into this competition is super important that I do not get this veto, okay? I do not need no more blood on my hands, okay? Now, why I want to win this veto and potentially make Tom upset, change his nominations. No, that's not her job. Her job is to sit and be pretty.
All right, here's your first sequence. Switch on the second color show.
I don't really have the best memory. I have to make up little memory tricks. I start bobbing my head side to side. I have a little hip hop beat going in my head, and I start to rap it.
Please lock in your answers.
So most competitions are stressful situations, and the key to this game is being able to keep the colors in your short-term memory while you're stressed. Feeling confident in this competition because I have a really good one.
My God!
The correct answer was red. Sorry, Ricky, you didn't make the cut. But everyone else, you're still in the game.
Wow, first round and Ricky's out of the game? I'd be lying if I said a huge weight wasn't just lifted off my shoulders. But I still really want to win this thing.
Here's your next set of instructions. Switch on the first and last color shown.
I know the first one is orange and the last one is purple. And I'm like, okay, Tay, when you gonna step up and gonna throw this thing? So all I gotta do is hit this blue instead of purple, and everybody gonna think I forgot.
This game seems pretty easy. I mean, every time the colors run past, I just say them in my head. And, yeah, I mean, I think I can win this one. I got this. It's orange and blue. It wasn't orange and purple. It wasn't orange and blue. I knew I was.
Did you have to use all the paint though? I'm being a little bit. All the paint was necessary.
All right, it's down to Tom, Natalie, and Dina. Who will win the golden power of veto?
I've done really well in this comp, and we're down to Natalie, Tom, and myself. I really want to win this veto, so the nominations remain the same. Also, I really don't want to get squirt with full barrels of paint.
I do not trust Tom as far as I can throw him, and trust me, I can throw him pretty far. I'm winning this veto, taking myself off the block, and ruining Tom Green's entire plan.
Here's your next sequence. Switch on the only color shown more than once.
I'm looking at my colors. I know it's between blue and orange. I'm like, BB gods, get me through this. Let me pick right.
The hardest part of my memory trick is understanding the question while not stopping the rap. I'm worried I'm going to remember the old rap and not the new rap, so I'm doing a little verbal palate cleanser in my head, saying weird words like cheese and sauce or corn on the cob is delicious. But I cannot let Natalie win this veto. I'm focused. I'm dialed in. I'm going to win this.
That was awesome. Woo!
I'm sorry, Natalie and Dina. You've been eliminated. That means, Tom, you've won the golden power of veto.
Right. Woo!
Damn, I was going to put blue.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a hug, Lolo. Give me a hug. Lolo needs a hug. Come on, Lolo. Thank you very much. I am so proud to be here to accept the prestigious Veto Award. I would like to thank my parents. I would like to thank my friends. Great to see you, Julie. You look beautiful tonight. Oh, wait. Are they playing music? Don't play me off. Wait. I'm not done my speech yet. Julie, do something about this! Please?
Oh, you don't want to get all dirty.
I lost. Tom won. I am super bummed, but there's still a lot of game left. I'm pretty sure that he's going to keep the nominations the same, which means I need to make sure that I have enough votes so that I can stay in the House this week.
Now that Tom has the power of veto, my alliance, we have our backs against the wall. We just gotta hope that something crazy happens that makes Tom want to change the nomination.
But at this point, I can't do anything but just wait to see if Tom uses the power of veto or not. Tom's biggest flaw is he overthinks, and then it makes him look like a mad king.
Up next, Tom's plan to evict Ricky blows up in his face. Then, 2 live evictions will send 2 house guests out the front door tonight. Stay with us. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother. Tom holds the veto and is determined to send Ricky home. But nothing in this house is ever easy.
Hey, Candy.
I'm coming.
All right. I won the veto, which means I have all the power this week. I've wanted Ricky out for a while now, and I need to make sure that everybody else is going to help me get him out.
I'm thinking about using the veto.
In good way.
Putting up somebody that's going to guarantee that I get rid of Ricky.
Oh my God. That's not a good idea.
I don't want Natalie to go. I want Ricky to go. So I'm going to do what I got to do to get rid of Ricky.
It's going to bite you in the ass.
Trust me, I can see who's influencing who.
Okay.
I need to get rid of the one that is in charge. Get out of my house.
You tripping.
That's the strategy that I think works best for my game. It's just a game. I'm playing my game, and that's what I'd like.
It's really unfair when you're making it seem like if I don't agree with you, then oh, this is what it's going to be.
I'm not saying that. We can make it easy. I could take Natalie down. I could put Tamar up.
Don't do that. I'm definitely not agreeing to that. You know good and well that me and Tamar are cool.
I'm just saying it's an option.
So would you just try and threaten my friend now?
It's not a threat. I'm threatening anybody. It's a game. Just help me.
Dude, this is a democracy, not a dictatorship. I do not like you trying to put people that I care about on the block just so that I'll vote the way you want me to vote.
I'm going to take a nap. You fried my brain.
Help me, Candy. Help me.
I'm going to sleep on this.
Help me.
It'll piss me off.
What happened?
I feel like Natalie's the strongest player, but you know he wants Ricky to be gone. So he's like, well, I'm thinking about using the veto to take Natalie off.
You put me up.
To force me to vote against Ricky. He knows I won't vote for y'all.
Right now it's Tom talking about me.
Tamar, it's not even about you. He just wants Ricky out so bad.
Then tell him that I said if you put me up, it'll be the worst mistake of his life. If he puts me up against Ricky, they're going to keep Ricky.
I know. I'm not gonna let them put you up.
It's fine. It's whatever.
It's not. To me,
girl, I don't have time for Tom Green. It's whatever. So Tom must put me up.
What?
Yeah.
He told you that?
Okay, he just told me that.
He's going to take her off and put you up?
He just want to throw around his weight. Don't even talk to him. Don't even have a conversation. Do I look like I'm going to go to Tom Green and beg him for anything? Is that what you think of me?
Oh, you got the wrong one.
He just likes to play like mind games with everybody.
Not with me. That's what I'm saying. You're not getting nothing on. You're not doing anything to my life. You don't have no dominion over me. What I'm not going to do is beg anybody like a Tom Green to save or do anything in this life for me. I'm tired of Tom. I'm tired of his book.
Hello.
So you want to put me up so Candy can vote the way that you want her to vote? So you threatening people?
Gotta stop using that word.
Well, you gotta stop doing that bullying.
It's a game, Tamar.
If it's a game, you play a game. You don't threaten people, and that's your tactic. And that's but it's all good. You're not taking nothing out of my kid's mouth. God will always provide for me. Always. Don't worry about it. But threaten somebody else in this house and watch what happens.
You gotta stop using that word. It's a game.
You're a bully.
Oh my
That's
God.
all you know. That's your only tactic.
It's a game.
And you are a bully in this game.
Stop using that word.
Well,
It's not.
Stop doing it.
I'm not doing that.
Yes, you
And
are.
It's unfair for you to use that word.
You're Scott.
All right. Everybody chill out. Stop bullying me. I'm being bullied. I'm being bullied here. Am I playing a different game than everyone else? Where you're not allowed to talk about different moves that you can make? What part am I missing here? It's just a game. Don't yell at me. I guess Candy's not on my team. All right. I'm not even going to tell you what I'm doing anymore. You're going to have to find out at the veto ceremony. Expect the unexpected.
Up next, it is the veto meeting. What does Tom have up his sleeve? Find out when we return. Stay with us. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother. Tom locked himself in the HOH room to ensure that his plan for the veto meeting is a surprise.
I don't know if you are up to speed, but I won veto today, which gives me a lot of control over the HOH. And now that I have veto, I have another move that I can make. Most of the house is against me. I really only have one potential move. It might take the target slightly off my back. That's pretty much where I'm at. Ricky and Natalie are on the block, but there may be more moves to be made. I know everybody on the block and off believe that I'm not going to use the power of veto, but I'm going to surprise some people. I'm not talking to anyone in the house right now because they don't know what I'm going to do with the veto, and I want them to sweat a little bit. And I'm going to surprise them at the veto ceremony with some shocking news. And it's going to be good.
Nobody says, because he already got Ricky and Natalie on the block. So he wants Ricky gone. So if he uses veto, you tell her if Tanner don't vote Ricky off, he's going to use the veto, take Ricky off the block, and put all Natalie. And you can take Natalie off the block, I mean. That's how you say it. And put Tanner on it. That just puts Tanner all the way up.
Tom has a lot of power this week, and he's very much aware of it, honey. I don't think anyone feels safe in the house, to be honest, because you never know what he's going to do.
I haven't seen Tom this morning. I don't know if he's going to pull Natalie off, and if he does, who is he planning to put up there? If he puts Tamar on the block, oh, hell is going to break loose. At this point, Tom could literally use the power of veto and put up anybody.
obviously worst case scenario would be me being on the block.
But see, he want Ricky and Natalie gone. But because
Hey, everybody.
they
It's time for the veto meeting.
they betrayed him, so because they put him up on the block and they vote Kinko out, and he said that he can do nothing but vote me out. But they put him on the block.
This is the veto meeting. Ricky and Natalie have been nominated for eviction, but I have the power to veto one of the nominations. I want to give both the nominees a chance to tell me why you believe I should use the veto to save you. Natalie, you go first.
Well, Tom, I feel like you should use the veto on me because I absolutely love this game and I feel like I could be a great ally.
Thank you, Natalie. Ricky, now it's your turn to speak.
Okay. So, Tom, everyone in here knows that I'm your main target, so I'm not going to waste my breath or anyone's time.
Thank you, Ricky.
Yeah.
I have decided to use the power of veto on someone who I'm proud to know, the legendary Ricky Williams.
He said he's not going to waste his breath because he know he's picking him off him, but he told him he want to take him off. And he going to put Natalie on. He want Natalie and he want Natalie and Lolo on. Natalie and Lolo are the two we hate the most because they're the ones.
Since I have just vetoed one of my nominations for eviction, my replacement nominee is Lolo Jones.
I knew it was Lolo. I knew he was going to put Lolo on it because he want both of them gone. Which is exactly what we see him do.
Lolo, I told you when we spoke that I was going to be putting you on the block this week, but I believed that you would be safe in the vote. I still believe that to be true. If I'm wrong, I apologize. You're an incredible athlete, someone that I respect and admire, and I know that we should all consider that Lolo is somebody who is out there competing and representing America. So as Americans, let's consider that in the vote. Natalie, you're an amazing person. I'm glad to know you, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Good luck to both of you. This veto meeting is adjourned.
Tom is a very smart man. You do not want to pick him right now. You go out and have all the people.
Obviously, this is an unexpected move to use the veto on Ricky. But not only do I think Natalie and Lolo are bigger threats, I think by using the power of veto on Ricky, it may even create some sort of a olive branch between us. Maybe that'll shake things up a bit. Expect the unexpected, right? That was cool.
I knew that.
I called it.
I knew it was going to happen.
Me too. I am still on the block, which is such a bummer. But what makes everything a million times worse is I am up here with my ride or die, Lolo. And now one of us is definitely going home, which was not the game plan. We were supposed to make it all the way to the finale.
I saw this game
It's
plan
just-
from the beginning. This put all these finales in there, these changes in there. But Tom is mad, Lolo is mad.
It's good. It's a good plan.
Oh, gosh, it's in God's hands.
He said they lied to him.
Man, Tom put me on the block. I wish that it wasn't with Nat. I mean, we've had each other back the whole game. It's just a frustrating situation.
I'm shocked. Tom has made it very clear that I'm his number one target. So for him to pull me off the block, mind blown. I don't know if it's strategy or if he's had some kind of awakening. Either way, I'm safe this week, and I'll take that. Thanks, Tom.
You just put stuff in there to throw people game off.
Oh, you ain't tweeting. You're right. Tweet that. I'm shocked.
I'm not.
I am elated. I am not on that block because I thought I was going up for sure. Yesterday, Tom was talking about something. He wanted Ricky out the house. He don't care if he lose the game. He want Ricky out the house. And today, you turn around and use the veto on Ricky. Something in the milk ain't clean.
He was dead ass serious when he said he wanted to see Ricky go before him. He was so for real.
He wasn't worried at all.
I'm just shocked. For real. Okay, I am totally shocked. Because the last I spoke to Tom, he was so serious about getting Ricky out of here. But I'm excited that he sees things my way and is keeping Natalie on the block. I guess you're just not supposed to look a gift horse in the mouth.
What do you think about the move, though?
Well, to me, you know, I'm always about voting the best player off. And Natalie is the best player.
Not really.
So who you voting for?
Oh my goodness.
What you thinking? How you feeling? What's on your heart?
I think I'm just frustrated because like it's hard because I'm such a fighter to like not even like petition.
And that is why like I feel good. I could walk out tomorrow. To me, trying to petition votes, it's a lose-lose situation. It just sucks.
See, Natalie is really strong.
I mean, I've even thought
So
about
is
falling on the
Lolo.
sword and like now that I'm just being
Lolo
honest, like I don't have
too sick to be
anything to
sick
go
to
home
do
to.
this and this
No, I
and
know.
that.
And that is
But they
why
believe
like
in the
I
very end
feel
that Natalie,
good. I could walk out
Kim
tomorrow
already Natalie's
and
strong
be
as she
super
could
happy
get
with how I played,
Kim
how
already
me and you
Lolo
played
is strong as
together,
she could
we
know.
rode as long as we
Natalie
could
just playing
together.
We
strong.
did.
She get up there and go do it. That's why they put her on the block. But because see, Lolo is an Olympic woman.
Well, why are
She
you
was in the
dying on the
Olympics,
sword
so
again? Help me understand.
she's a very strong person. You know, she
Well,
act like she's so weak. Is that all
I feel really bad. What would you do in my position?
I would go talk to Dina and I would talk to Rick.
Now, Dina don't know what to think.
Yeah, ask him straight up, do I have your vote or not? Because I would like to stay. And I would like to fight. You just gonna have to suck that up, because can't nobody do that for you. Okay, so go talk to him.
And say exactly that?
Exactly that.
And then what do I tell Lolo? That I just petitioned against her?
No, just not petitioning against her. You're asking, do you have votes?
I'm assuming I would have your vote. I'm in a rock and a hard place because I am on the block with my ride or die, Lolo. I absolutely love her to death, but I do not want to go home. I am a competitor at heart, so I need to get those votes and stay in the house.
Get her. It's like a joke.
Actually, I wanted to come out here because obviously I want to stay and compete, and I wanted to know, like, face to face, if I had your guys' votes to stay.
You know you got
I personally am still in like kind of shock right now because you guys are like best buddies. So I need to just like I can't even give an answer right now. I'm being completely honest.
For sure. What do you think?
She's the smartest person on there. She
I'm
don't
leaning
never tell
towards
you
you
the truth.
unless there's some kind of craziness in here. Lolo's been great. And she's smart. She's athletic. And Natalie, I feel like we really can connect. So now I have to choose between two of my closest allies in the house. And I don't know what to do.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. Okay, cool.
It's now time for the first eviction of the night. Lolo or Natalie Eva Marie? Who will join the jury? And who will keep their Big Brother game alive? Let's head to the living room and find out. Hello again, house guests.
Hi, Julie.
Lolo, Natalie Eva Marie. In just a few moments, your housemates will be casting their votes to evict live. But before they do, you each have one last chance to sway their votes with one brief statement. Lolo, you're up first.
In a game full of lies and schemes, I think the real game is trying to find the goodness in everyone here. Natalie, you've shown me how competing for the same prize, you can still be friends and teammates. Tay, you've shown me how to be graceful after you've been offended. Candy, you have shown me how to see both sides of perspective. Tom, you've shown me how to have an epic comeback. Dina, you've shown me how to vote always with your heart. And lastly, Ricky, you have definitely shown me when all else fails to have faith. I hope you guys see the goodness in me.
No daggone faith.
Thank you, Lolo.
I knew you want me.
Natalie,
I'm
Eva
not gonna
Marie,
waste my breath and
you
sit
have the
down
floor.
and then get the shot.
Well, that's pretty tough to follow. But first, I have to thank God because without him, I would not be standing here. Second, I have to say thank you to CBS. Thank you to Julie. You guys are A1, the production team, the entire crew. Freaking amazing. Thank you guys for this awesome opportunity. To my husband, Jonathan, aka my boots. You are my everything. Holding down the fort while I'm gone.
When you getting voted out, going home to these people. Why you?
And of course, my family, mom and dad, and all my brothers. You know I love you. House guests. Oh, what an experience!
Women always cry, though.
I'm gonna remember forever, especially my room. If you guys you have been watching, our room is special, and I know it's gonna go down in Big Brother history for sure because we've almost boxed in our room, we've cried in our room, we've prayed in our room, we have laughed in our room. And for that, I am going to remember it forever. So thank you guys for the amazing memories. And I have learned from each and every one of you. And thank you for being so open with all of my trials and tribulations. Because Lord knows there has been a ton. So I love you guys and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies. All right, everyone. It's now time for the live voting to begin. As always, the two nominees are not allowed to vote. Tom, as current head of household, you will only vote in the event of a tie. One at a time, the rest of you will enter the diary room and cast your vote to evict. Candy, you're first tonight. Please go to the diary room. Candy has been focused on sending Natalie Eva Marie packing. Will she follow through? Hi, Candy.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Natalie. My family, I love you.
Thank you. Tamar and Lolo have had a rocky relationship in the house. Will she keep her or send her out the door? Hi, Tamar.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I sadly vote to evict my friend Natalie. I love you, Beans. I love you, T'Challa. Tom Green is crazy. Thank you, G.
Ricky has to choose between his two allies. Who's best for him to keep in the game? Hi, Ricky.
Hey, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Natalie.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you. Love you, Osh, P.E., Blaze. Marley.
It was hard for him.
It's official. With 3 votes to evict Natalie Eva Marie, she will leave the house tonight. But let's see how Dina votes.
I think Dina.
Hi, Dina.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
Sadly, I vote to evict Natalie.
Everybody evict Natalie.
Thank you.
Hi, Lynn. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mikey. Hi.
It's always and whatever the person is. I think this is 5-0. Everybody vote that. Everybody just in the same mindset. When you vote, I want everybody just to
all of the votes are in. Let's give the news to the house guests. House guests, the votes are in. When I reveal the vote, the evicted house guest will have just a few moments to say goodbye, gather her belongings, and walk out the front door. By a vote of 4-0, Natalie Eva Marie, you're evicted from the Big Brother house.
Before she said 4-0, Natalie put her hand and got up, but she knew it than her.
Get some.
Because Natalie let the fight people go. You see how Tamar went at that man ready to beat his butt. That's how Natalie is. Natalie went at Tamar like that. Like, my God, calm down.
You know, I try. You try. You know what? Michelle. Get issues.
I think. Now they're going to have another one.
Thank you. Okay. I need you to have a seat because they love you. Oh my God. I love you. Hang on now. We're going to talk to you in a minute. However, first, we have to let the remaining house guests know that there is one more final breaking celebrity news alert.
Snap.
Expect the unexpected, you know what I'm saying?
Couldn't say everyone's
Oh, I
name.
can.
Here's part 2. Another big girl. That's old.
What's up, everybody? So my sources are giving me some insight into the final breaking celebrity news twist. Julie has revealed it's double eviction night, and the first celebrity house guest was just evicted. But I'm hearing for the first time ever, there's going to be a new opportunity to keep yourself safe from becoming the second house guest evicted tonight. Looks like tonight's double eviction is going to be crazier than ever.
House guests, let me tell you what is happening. You have just, all right, everyone, please come in the living room.
When you start talking before everybody get in there.
All right, you just missed it. So let me fill you in. Kevin Frazier just broke in with our final breaking celebrity news alert. Here is the news. One of you will be safe tonight. In just moments, you will all compete in a special safety competition. The winner will be safe from tonight's second eviction, but will have to sit out of the head of household competition. I'll be back shortly to begin the battle for safety.
Okay.
Which is better?
I know, right?
You can go back in. That was going to be the twist.
What did you think the twist was going to be?
Me getting to go back in and competing. Wishful thinking.
Well, what do you think of the twist? We've never done this before,
I
a
know.
safety competition. Who do you hope wins it?
One of my 3. So anybody that's in my bedroom. So either Ricky, Lolo, or Tamar.
I thought it would be hands down Lolo. She was your ride or die.
Yeah, she was. So Lolo needs to win for sure.
Well, let's see what happens. All right, let's talk about the game you played.
Okay.
Tom told you that you were going to be a pawn, yet you're sitting with me, 4-0 evicted.
I know.
What do you think happened?
You know what? I think, well, basically we knew you can't really believe anything Tom says, but I had the opportunity to win and I didn't. I should have won the veto and I want to be sitting next to you, Julie, even though you are beautiful and stunning. So
let me ask you about Tom. You said you can't believe anything.
No.
You were early on in an alliance with him and Kato.
Yes.
You and Lolo.
Yep.
The first time he was HOH, he wanted you to use the power veto to backdoor Ricky, who was folded into your alliance at the last minute.
Yes.
You decided to go against the HOH, to go against Tom. Why did you choose not to do that? Why did you choose to side with Ricky over Tom?
I wouldn't say I chose to side with Ricky, but I didn't feel comfortable because all of a sudden within 24 hours, he wanted to flip on a team member that we just brought in. And if we were truly a team, like he said, because he said he respected Lolo and I so much and that we had the power to make whatever decision we wanted to do. So I was like, you know what? If I make this choice, then they're going to rock with me anyways because it's a team decision and it's a team choice. But clearly it showed their true colors because as the moment that I did not use that veto, it was like, oh my gosh, World War III in the house. Tom and Kato literally unraveled and it really showed their true colors. And I was like, okay, this is not exactly why I'm glad I didn't do it.
You are now a member of the jury. We will see you back here next week, Wednesday, February 13th.
So
for the live 2-hour finale.
Yes.
And you will vote for who you think should win.
Stay
Stay
right there. Everything.
Stay right there. When we return, Double Eviction Night continues with the special safety competition, HOH competition, veto competition, and veto meeting, and of course the second live eviction of the night. It's all happening tonight. Stay with us.
Missing diaries room. I don't want to see that. Little Big Brother 2. House after veto ceremony. This. I don't know what that is. I'm trying to see it.
7 celebrities left in the house and only 5 days left in the.
See what this is.
You know what? Who knows? We might have them on
Friday morning
competition.
live.
Who
They ain't even let me
Yeah.
see it live. I just don't get it.
Matt comes on yesterday and kind of puts up a funeral of the feeds. Feeds are over. Feeds are dead. They're not alive and well, but there's a heartbeat. There's a bit of pulse. So I'm in for that. I'm here for that.
All right. Well, we are here to tell you everything that happened on the Big Brother Celebrity 2 live feeds yesterday, and they are alive. There's something there. We'll talk about it. And honestly, I feel like if there is a heart of the live feeds, if there is a heart that's beating, that heart has a name, and that name is Tom Green.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow. And I know that you've been getting flack for your love of Tom. I will take half of that off of you and say, I'm a fan of Tom. I love Tom. So come at me. If you're coming at Terran, just come at me instead. I'm here for Tom.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know. What do you want? This guy is providing us like all of the strategic entertainment. He's not a good player, but he's injecting chaos into this house. Of course, I'm going to like him.
Exactly.
But apart from that, I do not like his game. But I like it while
all of the sisters, Tony, Tracy, Tawana, and Trina, and Tamar. I felt like focusing on Tamar kind of limits certain things. So I feel like, to me, moving forward, I wanted to just broaden, because there were a lot of videos I wanted to put out, but I couldn't put out because this is a Tamar focused page. So moving forward, this is going to be overall Braxton Family Values. Braxton Family Values page? No, a Braxton page. So I had to change the name in order to match basically the content that I plan on putting forward. Thank you. I want to be fit. Yes. Make sure you guys hit that like button, people. Hit that like button. I will be closing out the live stream very soon. Nikita says the Braxtons I heard was coming back March 15th. Where'd you hear that at, Nikita? I have not heard a date specifically yet, but let me know what the tea is, because I want to know, because I've been itching for a date. You say March 15th. Let me see my calendar, if that makes sense. March 15th. I feel that's kind of early sometimes. Usually it's like around like March, or like the end of the month is when they premiere the seasons. March 15th. March 15th is a Friday. Unless
I like the watching of it.
7 celebrities left in the house and only 5 days left in the game, which can mean only one thing. It's time.
Sleeping. So is she? Like knocked out. It's such a whack position to be in. It's such a horrible, whack-ass position to be in.
You get on my nerves.
So what do? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out too. Like, it's really fucked up. Like, oh my God.
I mean, I guess I could tell her, I'm like, let's just see where everybody's headed.
Yeah, you can't respect that.
I guess we can ask everybody and
ask everybody.
No, like in face to. Well, no, face to face. Like
tonight.
Yeah.
During dinner. I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'm serious.
I believe it.
Because what's the difference?
Yeah.
You're
president has nothing to do with the White House.
I feel you.
Really? That's surprising. They were associates.
Everybody trying to be slick here. It's just, we asking questions. What we doing?
And then when she comes in from diary, I could be like, let's just do this. Let's just ask everybody where their vote is, and then that's where we go.
Now that is what happens when you're in a sticky situation. We just
shoot something cool that you'll be able to see on the show soon. Stay tuned. The feeds will be back in just a bit.
But he's talking about
Previously on Celebrity Big Brother with Omarosa, the Commander-in-Chief.
that's probably the best outside conversations or anything.
Of your dice.
Right?
The first player on the platform with the correct number up stays in the game. This will continue until there is only one person left, and that player will become the next head of household. Are you?
I wonder.
until you, Mark, met and myself.
I wonder if Candy would still love me.
If you talk to her.
I could tell her that she would be safe.
Told Tom can't play.
Yeah.
Thought it was the last day. That's still for real in the room.
My glasses. Give another. Feel this too.
Find out right now on Celebrity Big Brother.
My glasses. Give another. Found this too. Just found this. I'm not going out yet. Look at this place. Looks like a bomb hit. Gotta clean this shit up. What are we gonna do with all that pizza? Trash it.
Boo. You're not okay, are you? The lies. I said the lies.
Natalie and I had a really good conversation.
You guys did?
Yeah.
Just
We already pretty much knew the decision before.
Yeah.
It's the same decision.
Like,
I'm just surprised at the demon.
Yeah.
But now I know.
We had already talked about it like in full detail, and then like even went over like whoever wins, like the combinations, which is pretty much like the same. So we had a very solid conversation. So she was already at peace kind of with it before, and then you guys came in, and that's why when you kept asking me, I was trying to like. It was more so I was just finishing up with. Yeah. But she's a fucking rock star, you know?
I feel the
like,
calendar on here.
it's
I
weird
took on the
because
date and I took time
you
and I
only see her as
get
a
to see
threat.
stuff.
And what's funny is
The thing
that's
is,
what I've been doing since day one is trying to downplay my athletic ability. I just, this and that. And like, granted, she's had a little bit better results, but not really like Slaughterhouse. And then she came out on the celebrity field, but we actually talked. Can't even count that. And then,
especially the way it worked out.
I was kicking, yeah. And then I sat out 2 competitions. She sat out 2 competitions. So basically, we literally had the same results, you know?
It's not the athletic part that got her in trouble. It's that
the social
part got her in trouble.
Yeah. And that's, I'd always talk to Candy and Dina. Not much, but enough.
Yeah.
So I say, fuck it. Let them think I'm cool with them. You guys know I'm ride or die, always. You know?
Finally. Finally fucking Lee. Making some happy tea.
But you guys know that, right?
Yes, for sure.
So
well, I do.
I know you guys are mad, but
If we can use this in any way,
Got it.
let me use it.
Okay, you got it. I won't say shit. I'm smiling.
But Tay needs to know that though.
Yeah.
But I'm never like, I'm ride or die with you guys. Like, if you guys are ride or is she ride or die now?
She is, for real. I mean, as much as she can be.
Well, let's knock it out.
Yeah.
Let's knock it out.
Yeah. Congratulations.
I mean, it's
it's hard, but you're here.
Yeah. Thanks, Ricky.
Yeah, but it's
I'm definitely having some of that
you
tea.
walking around and you got particular people you decide you're not going to talk to people.
Good the rest of the night.
You just people. And you end that work.
And then how do you guys want to do the vote?
When they worked against her. When they had
I say we not leave the chance.
Lolo and Matt.
So definitely not a knockout.
Like
but
Lolo said.
Yeah.
She did talk to Karen them a little bit.
Do you think that they could swing it though? Or are you thinking they're absolutely dead set? Are you sure?
I'm sure as I can be.
I mean, he
had attitude for no reason.
Ricky, he was dead set on not backdooring me. And then,
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about them. They were like attitude for like what you guys said there. I said they're trying to work it out so it's easier for everyone, and they're like, "Oh, they should just let it ride on the road." And I was like, why would you piss somebody off going into a H? That just doesn't make sense to me.
I just don't want to be up there and be shocked. You know what I'm saying? Like if it swings last minute.
Well, okay, the option is to take the risk of letting Tom do it. So whatever you want to do, I'll support.
What does the team be? And she said she was cool with whatever. And maybe I'll talk with her, but honestly, I just know how quickly. Remember the time we were on the couch?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want it to fall on us. You guys tell us what you want us to do, and I'll honor that 100%.
All right, I'll ask her just to be safe, just to do the knockout.
Whatever, I'll honor it 100%.
Because remember how
it's gonna be hard to honor a knockout because she doesn't deserve to go out like that.
She what?
She doesn't deserve to go out like that.
No.
She doesn't.
Well, then whatever you guys want to do.
There ain't no other way to go out.
Whatever you guys want
to go out like
that.
Yeah,
you guys talk about it.
Wait, are you making that tea?
Yeah, I'm about to.
Okay.
Hopefully there's more liquor so I can make a bigger batch.
Oh, okay.
See? That was easy.
It's cool, but
what? But what?
I don't know. I don't know what's allowed in the game.
What do you mean?
No, I don't know if whoever has a plan like that.
It's the exact same thing we did with Joey.
Oh no, it's in the contract though.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That didn't say they're gonna lobby. It says you can't lobby for votes.
Whoa.
But the House voted on Joey, right? We all decided that Joey was gonna go.
Oh, I understand.
That's all.
Oh, you mean after?
No. Okay.
What do you say? It's confusing. I don't know who opened
What's so confusing? Tell me, you confusing me. I know what she get confusing. What's so confusing about that? I don't get G. I don't think Gina is as slow as she is. Gina knows exactly what she's doing. Oh, I don't know. You confusing me. Nobody confusing me. How you get to be confused?
Guys, we have HOH early, so we got to clean the house up tonight. Because we're not.
No, we don't have it early. We're just starting.
I mean, not HOH. We start early. Though, we got to clean this whole house.
We'll still have time. We'll still have plenty of time to clean. The
schedule
is just
fix the sinks, the guys.
Yeah, the TI goes.
They don't have to do that before the HOH.
Goes off on Gucci.
Well, the house is not in the house. It has really not that dirty. I swept today, so.
No, it's not dirty. It's
so vacuum. But it's easy to throw stuff away. It takes 2 seconds.
$1.5 million a year on it.
Relax,
and boycott.
Relax. It's not that.
Yeah, I spent
you say a lot. Show me
$1.5 million a year on Gucci.
Show me what's a lot.
Made a man.
We just pick those up and take them and put them in the trash. That'll take 2 minutes.
Don't think.
Does it matter? We'll throw it away anyway.
Do stuff to piss black people off.
Even if they do.
Just so they can get some food.
We'll have a spread in the morning.
That's
super easy.
You think that work?
You seem stressed.
I don't know how it works. How you piss off a whole group of people and then apologize and say the same old thing that you so in the
What are you talking about? There's coffee drops all over the place.
That's not me.
But that's still other people's stuff. Everyone's picking up other people's stuff. Don't start crying about it now. People have been picking up after you the whole time.
All right, so you want to put these in there?
I'll do it. But seriously, like, what's up with you?
I'm just tired.
Doesn't mean you have to act like
I'm
this.
not doing this. Somebody else can fucking do it.
Now, Dina getting on Ricky nerves for the first time.
What's up?
Fucking
I
do
feel
shit.
I'm recording this on live. I ain't how to go save it. I might save it, I might not. I don't know. Some people don't save it, but when you end it, it immediately goes. It immediately goes to it immediately goes to public. Okay.
7 celebrities left in the house and only 5 days left in the game.
What is wrong with you? Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, that's when she goes up and offers. Rings the doorbell. Leaves. She opens the door and she comes back home. She gonna fix on the sandwich. You know, I ain't never seen nobody cook a grilled cheese sandwich that way before. This woman get 2 slices of bread, look at whole wheat bread, right? A big old giant jar of mayonnaise, enough mayonnaise, and some butter, and a can of Starkist tuna. And I mean, this woman got a big old hunk on the bread in the frying pan cooking. Then she put the other bread on top of the tuna and the mayonnaise, and put two pieces of butter on the other bread. I'm like, talk about gourmet cooking. That sounds like a heart attack. Called already didn't happen. You know we know her. And she all small, slim, and healthy looking. And that's what she eats. Yeah, I wouldn't eat that. Probably wrong with to stay healthy.
You were sleeping. They're such assholes. I'm so like, the house is trashed. I'm tired of cleaning everything. Waiting for Candy. We need to talk. What's up? They just sat with us, and Candy's gonna come in. I want her to be here when I say it. She's in the diary room.
What's the issue?
Well, Lolo and Natalie, like one of them is trying to get the other one to concede. Like, you can't do that or you don't get money. They said, well, they did it. Joey did it. They did it to Joey. I was like, what are you even saying? Ricky, you're sitting right here. I have to get some face up here. But it's just, I can't be stressed. I'm not stressed in here.
What's the difference if she does concede?
No, you're not allowed to. You lose money. You can't do
why
that.
would you concede? Yeah.
You don't get it.
That just sort of like so.
They're saying, Tamar's like, well, why would you want to vote Natalie? We need Natalie. She has to go get, they want you out, clearly. Obviously.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Even Lolo, all of them. She's like with them. Meanwhile, they almost made her cry because they were ignoring her. They were playing Mean Girls.
Made her cry?
They were playing Mean Girls to
who?
Lolo.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're trying to put pressure. And Ricky with the mic, he's sitting there.
You're telling Lolo to concede?
Well, they're telling. So, okay. Let me take from the top.
Is Candy involved in all this?
Candy's team boss forever. She's not putting you on the block. I'm not putting you. She's not putting me. I'm not putting you. We got to win the HOH.
No, but you know who's going home, right? You and Candy decide who goes home.
If we win.
No, we don't have to win anything.
We don't?
Yeah, the vote's tomorrow.
Oh, well, right. Oh, yeah, we're voting Natalie. For sure.
So
She's a
going
total.
home. She's going home.
Good, but there's... Listen, no, we're doing that.
going?
With myself.
About what to do?
Yeah. It's kind of tough.
Kind of. It's really tough.
It's good. Swap that.
That was a good blow.
I'm learning now to do that. Yeah, it's 12. It was 11:45. Is that in line with that? Yes. That won't work. Where's the Kato when I need him? Where's the Kato when I need him? I hear his voice. No! Bang that. Bam, bam. Let's play another game after this. Let's play another game. Because I want to keep playing. Woo! My ball?
No, that's mine. This is drugs. Thank you.
Oh, mine almost.
Oh no.
What time is it? It's only 11 o'clock. 12 o'clock.
Yeah, oh, that means we can go to bed.
Tonight, either myself or somebody from my alliance definitely have to win this HOH. If I were your Brandy win this one, then I am most definitely going on the block. I definitely have to get inside the super exclusive Club BB faster than everybody else. Maybe I have an advantage, seeing as I'm probably the only person in this house that actually still goes to clubs. We'll see.
All right, that's the end of this video. I'm getting sleepy, so I'll be back with more videos. And I hope to see what the double. I know the double happened because there's one of they talking, they reviewing after the live double video. I don't get to see it because I don't know what it is. Get on my nerves a bit. Not yet.